All right, we'd like to welcome everyone out to this Thursday evening Olympus Aquatics IMR 3 meet here, our age group meet. My name is Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio. Excited to be here with teams and athletes participating in the meet tonight. We're here until about 9 o'clock tonight. Is what it's looking like. We're going to start. Event number 1 is the mixed 5 and over 50-yard freestyle. We have 17 heats of the 50-yard freestyle. And we are getting underway. Let's get some tunes rolling here. In heat number 1, in lane 2, Coleman Evans. Lane 3, Max Price. And in lane 4, Max Robertson. Our first event is underway.
And we have begun. The water now is heat number 1.
Coleman, Max and Max going after it. In lane number 2, Coleman Evans from OA. Coming after Max Price, who lost his goggles, crashes into the wall. Double check and get those going back for the second 25. Coleman Evans is going to swim away on this one. Coleman Evans goes 32.26. Up next, we have heat number 2, Winston Chase, Stone Stringham. In lane 3, Henry Atzet. Lane 4, Benji Tonga. Lane 5, Peyton Oaks. And in lane 6, Gwen Lamburn. They're falling in like the icicles that are coming with winter here. They're going to send those back up, get ready to go again. Heat 2, in and ready to go. On a quick start here in lane number 6, that's Gwen Lamburn. She was just amped, ready to go. Gwen coming off the wall in first place, being chased by Peyton Oaks from Olympus in lane number 5. Up next, heat number 3, Ash Ballinger in lane 1, Elite Porath in 2, Lydia Height in 3, Ava McFall in 4, Ava Cedarholm in 5, and Reed Wecker in 6. They're off here of our third heat of the 50-yard freestyle. Off to a quick start over in lane number 2 in heat number 3. That's Lydia Height. Lanes 1 and 2, Ash and Ellie getting after it here. Then on the other side of the pool, we've got a nice little race happening between 5th and 6th place. Ava Cedarholm and Reed Wecker. Coming up next, heat number 4. In lane 1, Mason Bayless. Lane 2, Patrick Divakian. Lane 3, TJ Beeman. Lane 4, Henry Astle. Lane 5, Addison Eldridge. And in lane 6, Blake Bates. On a quick start in lane number 2, Patrick Diverkian getting after it here. Coming back for his second 25. Got a race for second in lanes 5 and 6. Here in heat number 4, that's Addison and Blake. Great swim there by Patrick. Addison and Blake come in, finish in second and third position. Coming up in heat number 5. Lane 1, Indy Mild. Lane 2, Macy Marks. Lane 3, Noah Layton. Lane 4, Sophia Simpson. Lane 5, Ellie Sear. And in lane 6, Nash Rado. Here comes heat number 5. In the water, off they go. Nice quick start, great turnover in lane number 3. That's Noah Layton from Mac, Murray Aquatic Club. He's got a quick turn off the wall and a body length lead. Second place is gonna come somewhere from lanes 1, 3, 4, or 5. Close dead heat as they come closer here into the finish. Noah's gonna get the dub here in heat number 5. And second place came in lane 6 with a time of 40.23. That was Nash Rado. Coming up next, heat number 6 in lane 1, Beatrice Stoltz. Lane 2, Maxwell Wright. Lane 3, Ruby Fallis. Lane 4, Hudson Gilbert. Lane 5, Abigail Johnson. And lane 6, Sam Jensen. Four swimmers make the start on this one. Quick out and going here in lane number 2 of heat 6 is Maxwell Wright. Max getting chased down here on the outside in lane number 5 by Abigail Johnson from Surf. It looks like we've had a goggle failure there for Max Wright. Abigail Johnson from Surf cruising, catching the wave, if you will, comes underneath the flag and will take away the victory here in heat number 6. The time of 35.61. Up next, heat number 7. In lane 1, Jack Frank. Lane 2, Emmett Stapley. Lane 3, Charlotte Sear. Lane 4, Lucy Wecker. Lane 5, Benjamin Jacobson. And in lane 6, Addison Sandberg. These 50s are looking pretty fast early on here. These good technique, great swims by these younger swimmers. This is our 3rd IMR meet of our series. We'll be back with the IMR meets later again, I think next even into January. IMX Turkey meet coming up. That's with an MEAT coming up next weekend, the 13th and 14th. Charlotte in lane number 1. That's Addison Sandberg. Charlotte Sear coming in second with a time of 37.47. Great swim by these younger swimmers. Coming up next, heat number 8. In lane 1, Leilani Miyamoto. Lane 2, Riley Criddle. Lane 3, Oliver Northway. Lane 4, Drake Merrill. Lane 5, Quinn Hansen. Lane 6, Henrik Rohwasser. Great start and off and flying in lane 3, Oliver Northway from OA. 11 years old, comes off the wall, matched there by Leilani Miyamoto and Riley Criddle. Digging for it, Oliver Northway has a shot, it's gonna have to stay with it. Surging here at the end, Raleigh Criddle. It's gonna be Raleigh with a time of 33.83. Nice finish there by Miss Criddle. Coming up next, heat number 9. In lane 1, Jackson Taylor. Lane 2, Easton Hansen. Lane 3, Holden Warren. Lane 4, Lucas Wu. Lane 5, Marley Rohwasser. And in lane 6, Bradley Stringham. Good fast heat. We've got 3 of the 4 finishing turning within a half second. It's always interesting on these younger heats to see who's got that flip turn down. This time it's going to come in lane number 4. This is Lucas Wu, who came off that turn with the lead underneath the flags. Head down, making for the finish. And Lucas goes 33.63. Lucas drops a second on that 50-yard freestyle. He'll be happy with that. That improvement came from that turn that was just on par, really looked good. Up next, heat number 10 here of our 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Ethan Tao. Lane 2, Eva Jones. Lane 3, Emmy Wardle. Lane 4, Chrysander Luris. Lane 5, Lola Ellinger. And in lane 6, Andrew Deverikian. Andrew coming off quick here in lane 6. Let's see if he can make it through this turn and maintain that lead. A little bit shorter body, but he comes off in first place, gets underneath that wave as he walks in front of, has a body length lead, maybe 3/4, comes underneath the flags. It's going to come down to Andrew Deverkian here in lane 6, takes it with a time of 32.71. Coming up next, heat number 11. In lane 1, Indy Merrill. Lane 2, Nell Kowalczyk. Lane 3, Lily Kate Jones. Lane 4, Jake Combe. Lane 5, Thea Dosenbet. And in lane 6, Kai Farden. All 6 of these swimmers surface and get going. They are going to go over everyone within a second of each other. Ooh. Great turn there, coming off the wall again, this time with the lead out of the turn is going to come in lane number 5. That's Thea Dosenbet being matched here by Kai Farden. Kai coming in underneath the wall. Still anybody's race as we're coming in. My goodness. Says lane 2, but soft touch in lane 6 for Kai. We'll see how the computer, adjusts there to a 32.21. All of those times, top to bottom, within 1 second of each other. Great race there, heat 11. Up next, heat number 12. In lane 1, Kenna McDonald. Lane 2, Porter Emery. Lane 3, Mary Tonga. Lane 4, Sophia Sherry. Lane 5, Tabian Ulabare. And lane 6, Lucia Jeffries. Nice turn and out. Lanes 1 and 3 in a duel. Kenna McDonald, Mary Tonga. Olympus and Haste coming into the wall. It's going to be lane number 3 this time. That's Mary Tonga. With Haste, with the touch, 29.06. Just 0.02 of a second faster than Kenna McDonald in lane number 1. Coming up next, heat number 13 in lane 1, Chloe Cedarholm. Lane 2, Chloe Whitehead. Lane 3, Sophia DuPont. Lane 4, Annika Simonson. Lane 5, Oscar Astle. And in lane 6, Abby Tonga. They're up and at 'em and ready to go. This is going to be Abby Tonga coming from the outside here in lane 6. They all, again, nice tight turns. Coming out of that turn is going to be lane number 3, Sophie DuPont. Tonga coming hard on that outside after giving up the lead going into the turn. It's going to be lane number 3. The time of 29.93. That's Sophie DuPont. Up next, heat number 14, Bridger Davies. We just got a waterfall on the table. Sorry about that. I just pretend like I just was at Splash Mountain. I'm about that same. In lane 1, Bridger Davies. Lane 2, Madeline Stoltz. Lane 3, Alexandra Lund. 4, Amelia Connor. 5, Poppy Knight. And in lane 6, Pi Jones. We're trying to get our computer dry. Comes in lane number 1, Bridger Davies. Goes 27.59. And I don't need to shower tomorrow. Coming up next, heat number 15 in lane 1, Benjamin Tousley. Lane 2, Xander Berg. Lane 3, Eliza Arbiseth. Lane 4, Alec Pangs. 5, Ian Mendez. And 6, Preston Tang. They're coming out of that turn, and it's going to be in lane number 4, Alec Pang. Laying it down, wearing the skull and crossbones for the October OA cap. He comes in the time of 26.46. Alec Pang takes heat number 15. Up number next is heat number 16. In lane 1, Dalton Rivkind. Lane 2, Joshua Parnabia. Lane 3, Campbell Keller. 4, Isaac Wardle. 5, Audrey Kim. And in lane 6, Elaine Liu. One and a half heats remaining. These athletes are over and ready to go, trying to get under. Let's see if we can get any of these kids into that 24 rare air. Looks like they might be 25. Isaac Wardle coming in underneath the flags, goes 26.52. In lane 1, takes the dub with a time of 26.50, 2/100ths of a second. There between Dalton from Surf and Isaac Wardle from Olympus. Coming up next, the 17th and final heat, Justin Chamberlain, Robs Barton, Sam Carlson, Quackenbush, Gabe Jones, and Miles Moran. This should be 22 seconds of your best part of your day here. Coming out, it's too close to call as they come in front of the booth. Lanes 2, 3, and 4 coming into it. My guess is it's going to be lane number 4, Matt Quackenbush, as he dives in. Yes, 23.34 in lane number 3. With a time of 23.47, Sam Carlson and Robs Barton going 24 flat. Great swim there, gentlemen. Coming up next, a mixed 10 and under 25-yard freestyle. So we're going to move to the other end of the pool. Ian Wright. Ian Wright in lane 2, Winston Chase in 3, and Benji Tonga in lane 4 for the 25-yard freestyle. Underway here in lane number 2. That's Ian Wright. Ian Wright's going to come through and hit the wall in a time of, waiting for the soft touch here. Yeah. Up next, heat number 2. Sam Atzet in lane 1, Nash Rado in 2, Sam Jensen in 3, Jack Frank in 4, and Thomas Thorne in 5. Coming through, T3 coming underneath the flags, comes and hits in a time of 16.55. Thanks for joining along out there in Streamland. Would love to know, is audio okay, sound good? Picture quality good. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Trust me, these athletes are going to come back and watch this. We've got an athlete who just wants to do a little extra. Sam Jensen just keeps on going. We're not going to stop at 25. I'll show you, coach. Up next, event number three, the mixed 5 and over 100-yard freestyle. There's 14 heats of the 100 freestyle. Coming up here. In lane 2, Stone Stringham. Lane 3, Graham Knight. Lane 4, Dylan Workman. Lane 5, Eliza Dudley. And in lane 6, Nora Jorgensen. Thanks for the shout out there, Emily Wardle. Appreciate that. Ben Johnson, also in the chat. My pleasure. Ben Johnson, did you go to East High School? Let me know. Curious. Waiting for a couple athletes to go get lined up. A little patience here for us. Transitioning from the 25 to the 50, getting kids in the right place. It's a great opportunity for these kids to learn to pay attention, know where they need to be. We don't have any parents on deck. So it's fantastic. These kids get to learn some independence here. Quick off the blocks here, lane number 3. That is Ava Cedarholm. Excuse me, this is that's Graham Knight. In lane number 3. This is 4 lengths of the pool freestyle. Graham Knight, Eliza Dudley in 5, and Nora Jorgensen going stroke for stroke here. They're going to have an extra 50, one more 50 to go. And I am still finding water all over our equipment after that big splash. Pace slowing down. Still group gathered together. Quick coming out here. Nora Jorgensen, 9-year-old from Olympus, with a half a body length lead over Graham Knight. Graham and Nora going stroke for stroke. Nora, she comes right here in front of us. Has about a body length lead, is going to win this first heat of event number 3, the 100-yard freestyle. Coming up next, heat number 2. In lane 2, Ruth Snow. Lane 3, Ava Cedarholm. Lane 4, Reed Recker. Lane 5, Charlotte Williamson. And then lane 6, Jackson Taylor. Going out quick here in lanes 5 and 6. Lane 5, swimmer from Haste. That's Blake Bates. Nope. Wrong heat. That's Charlotte Williamson. Followed by Taylor Jackson Taylor. Charlotte goes 36-16 on the intermediate split. Charlotte Williamson coming underneath the flags here on her fourth and final length of this 100-yard freestyle and goes 116.52. Coming up next, heat number 3 in lane 1. We've still got some swimmers in the water making their way through this 100-yard freestyle from heat number 2. We don't need to rush them. Ash Ballinger in lane 1. Addison Sandberg in 2. Lydia Height in 3. Maxwell Wright in 4. Blake Bates in 5. And Zoe Galbraith in lane 6. Here we go. Heat number 3 in the water, ready to go. Entry times ranging from 137 to 144. Coming off the wall first from Haste in lane number 4. That's Maxwell Wright. Coming through here in the middle of your pool, lane number 4, Maxwell Wright being chased down from Murray. Lydia Height in lane 3, and in lane 2, Addison Sandberg. And coming in here in lane number 4, Maxwell Wright from Hillside. Goes 127.12. That's the best time by 10 seconds for Max. Great stuff there. Gets the blinky, best time. Coming up next, heat number 4 of 14 in lane 1, Mason Bayless. Lane 2, Ellie Sear. Lane 3, Sophia Simpson. Lane 4, Brody Christensen. Lane 5, Benjamin Jacobson. And in lane 6, Henry Astle. Coming through in lane number 4, Brody Christensen from Murray. Coming in onto the intermediate time with a time of 40.28. Lanes 1, 2, and 3 coming off the wall pretty close together. Lane 2 with a little advantage there. That's Ellie Sear. Ellie trying to chase down Benjamin Jacobson in lane 5. Should be a great finish here in. Ellie off the wall. Comes through. This is going to be Brody Christensen from Murray in lane 4 with a time of 120.94. It's a 12-second drop for Brody. Nice job, Brody. Good job, coaches over there at Murray. Number 5 in lane 5, Ben Jacobson goes 1:31.30, the best time. Great swim there by some of our young swimmers here coming together. Coming up next, heat number 5. In lane 1, Brecken Frank. Lane 2, Leilani Miyamoto. Lane 3, Quinn Hansen. Lane 4, Patrick Diverkian. In lane 5, Lucy Wecker. And in lane 6, Jessie Jordan. Heat 5 underway. Coming through here in lane number 4, that's Patrick Diverkian. Called that name already today. Comes through on the intermediate split, 37.30. Patrick's looking to go under 126. Gonna have a little time to make up there if he's gonna do that. But getting chased down in lane number 4 by Quinn Hansen from Olympus. And then coming through for a duel in 3rd place in lane 2 and lane 6. That is Leilani Miyamoto and Jessie Jordan. Here comes lane number 4 though. Patrick's gonna go time of 1:21.30 and hits that 1:26 by 5 seconds. Good job, Patrick. Well done, well done. Up next, heat number 6. In lane 1, Oliver Northway. Lane 2, Henrik Roswasser. Lane 3, Charlotte Sear. Lane 4, Max Robertson. Lane 5, Indy Nield. And in lane 6, Ava McFall. Looks like we're missing a couple. We started 4, lanes 1 through 4. And it's going to come on strong here from lane number 1, Oliver Northway. Putting a stamp on it. Comes underneath the flags. Has a body length lead as they go halfway over lane number 2, Henrik Rochwasser. Followed then by lane 4, Max Robertson and Charlotte Sear. Charlotte hanging in there, playing with the boys. A 9-year-old Charlotte Sear swimming with the 11 and 12-year-old boys. Go get him, Charlotte. Thanks again for joining along on the stream. We've got a growing populace out there. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Game On Live Studios. The best way you can help us, we're closing in on 3,000 subscribers. Would love to hit that in the month of November. We'll be here. Got some great events coming up. Great time swam there with Henrik Rochwasser coming in at the time of 1:21.78, 3-second personal best. Coming up next, heat number 7, Eiston Hansen. Lane 2, Lola Ellinger. Lane 3, Annie Kitt. Lane 4, Eva Jones. Lane 5, Bradley Stringham. And in lane 6, Marley's Rochwasser. Good race coming together here. This is going to come through into lane number 4. Ava Jones going to go head-to-head against Bradley Stringham in lane 5. Come over the wall together. Not far behind is Eiston Hansen in lane 1. As they go off onto the journey of their second 50 Ava Jones has, let's call it a 1/2 a head length lead over Mr. Stringham Bradley. They go over exactly in sync, could be synchro on that one. As they come for their 4:25, Bradley Stringham breathing away from Eva, but extending that lead. Bradley takes that in a time of 1:17.03. Great time there, 2-second improvement. Coming up next, heat number 8 in the water. Tyler Sink in 1, Chrysander Luris in 2, Max Price in 3, Kai Farden in 4, Yuma Badmajev, and in lane 6, Ethan Tao. Underneath the flags coming here through in lane number 3, Max Price. Price heads off onto his second 50 and chased down on all sides. Lanes 1 and 3 coming through closest. That's Tyler Sink and Max Price. Not too far behind, but coming up strong here and on the outside, lane number 5, that's Yuma Badamjav. Underneath the flags as Max Price from Haste comes through, will win heat number 8 in the time of 1:12.89. Coming up, heat number 9, Andrew Dvorkin. Lane 2, Nell Kowalczyk. Lane 3, Porter Emery. Lane 4, Coleman Evans. Lane 5, Abby Tonga. And in lane 6, Lucia Jeffries. Coming through here in lane number 5, that's Abby Tonga. We've already seen Abby in the 50. Get some work done here. Got a very strong stroke coming through. See if she drills this turn and makes it heads for home. Lost her footing there a little bit on the turn, but coming up in lane 6, Lucia Jeffries trying to get there, but Abby getting through this on the outside and on the inside, I should say. Lanes 2 and 3 coming on strong. That's going to be Emery and Nell, and it's going to be Abby. The time of 1:09.75. 2-second improvement there for Abby. Great swim. Coming up next, team number 10, Jake Combe. Lane 2, Lily Kate Jones. Lane 3, Saji Clark. Lane 4, Chloe Cedarholm. And in lane 5, Mari Tonga. And in lane 6, Annika Simonson. Mary Tonga, sister of Abby, comes through on the intermediate split with a time of 31.38. Abby Tonga being chased down by Chloe Cedarholm in lane 4, and on the other side of her in lane 5, Annika Simonson trying to stay in there. Working for it. Chloe Cedarholm closing the gap. has 12.5 yards to make it up. Doubles that stroke rate. She is going to dive in there and get it. What a swim. Oh, lane 5. My goodness, I thought she had it. It looked like an adjustment. 106.51 goes to Mary Tonga. Chloe Cedarholm goes 106.84. But she tripled her stroke rate there to get within that 0.3 of a second. What a great swim. Coming up next, heat number 11, Chloe Whitehead, lane 2. Sophie DuPont, lane 3, Justin Tao, lane 4, Austin McGee, lane 5, Pi Jones, and in lane 6, Davis Chase. Going into the 4th and final 25 of this 100, we've got lane number 4. That's Austin McGee from Olympus, followed by in second place is going to be Pi Jones, and then a race for 3rd here in lanes 1, 2, and 3, diving for the wall. It's going to be lane number 3. Justin Tao, another great race. It's fun to watch these athletes just starting to race for it. Don't worry about the time. Just beat the guy next to you. Or the gal, I should say. Comes through. Here we go. Heat number 12. In lane 1, Max Niche. Lane 2, Bridger Davies. Lane 3, Xander Berg. Lane 4, Eliza Arbaseth. Lane 5, Madeline Stoltz. And in lane 6, Penelope Knight. Great comment from Ben Johnson in the chat. As good as being there. Actually, Ben, I think it's better because you, wherever you are, can go get nachos. You can sit in your favorite chair. You don't have to sit in the hard bleachers up above. Appreciate the love. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Coming off here into lane number 3, Xander Berg. Xander from Haste coming through. Being challenged here on the outside lane by Bridger Davies. Lane 2. Doesn't want to give up. Going to come underneath the flags. Looking to go under a minute. And gets there. 59.03. Congratulations for that trip down underneath the dub 0 here. Xander Berg goes from 00.27. Oh, adjusted. 00. What happened there? That's not right. That's going to adjust. Coming up next, heat number 13. Lane 1, Josiah Parnibia. Lane 2, Gemma Dosenbet. Lane 3, Dalton Rivkin. Lane 4, Alec Pang. Lane 5, Audrey Kim. And in lane 6, Lorraine Moran. Lane number 3, Dalton Rivkin. Coming over the turn on the intermediate at a time of 26.96. As they come in front of the booth, it's going to be lane number 1, Joshua, with a half a head lead, let's call it, as they come through. Still going to be Dalton in lane 3. He's going to swim away with it here and extending the lead in lane number 1, Joshua Parnibia. Comes through on the outside, challenging here, lane 6. Lorraine Moran's trying to sneak in there. Goes 4th. 3rd place is going to go into lane 4 with a time of 59.17. Alec Peng. Coming up next, heat 14, our 14th and final heat. In lane 2, Quackenbush. Lane 3, Sam Carlson. Lane 4, Will Jones. Lane 5, Nico Morton. And in lane 6, Jace Fambro. There's some big boys and some big churn here as they come off that first wall trying to get underneath the wave. And that's going to be in lane number 4, Will Jones coming underneath the flags. Being challenged in lane number 5 by Nico Morton. Nico and Will coming at it off the great turn coming from Matt Quackenbush in lane number 2. Matt, a distance swimmer, but trying his wares at the short stuff. Swam in the 500 earlier today in the high school meet. going 4:47. So he's trying to see what he can do on the sprints here and underneath the flags and comes through. Will Jones in lane number 4 is going to go 49.01. Quackenbush goes in lane 2, 49.75. And Nico, 49.77. What a great day at Olympus when you look up and 3 times under 50 seconds in the 100. Great job there, Coach Tom. Coming up next, heat event number 4, the mixed 10 and under 25-yard breaststroke. We got 1 heat of the 25-yard breast. In lane 1, Nash Rado. Lane 2, Samuel Atzet. Lane 3, Addison Eldridge. Lane 4, Henry Atzet. Lane 5, Benji Tonga. And in lane 6, Winston Chase. I told you nachos were a good idea, Ben. Nachos. Maybe someone want to make up a nice warm batch of chocolate chip cookies and watch some swimming. Man, full of good ideas. Coming up next here in lane number 3 here in this 25 and under breaststroke. Addison Eldridge working her way through this 1 length of the pool underneath the flags. Addison looking to go under 21, just off, 22.29. Great swim. Coming up next, coming back to the east side of the pool. Event number 5, the 5 and over 50-yard breaststroke. We've got 12 heats of 50 breast. In lane 2, Ava Cederholm. In lane 3, Gwen Lamborn. Lane 4, Nora Jorgensen. And in lane 5, Eliza Dudley. And they're off. Heat number 1 of the 50-yard breaststroke. Little heads bobbing down the pool here. Quick start there in lane 2, Ava Cederholm. Looking to her left, sporting the skull and crossbones. If you look closely at those skull and crossbone hats, the right eye is the Olympus Apex Predator. A little bit of a flip turn there on the breaststroke for the 50. Can't do that. Coming in, lane 2 of the time of 58.92. She'll have to do that one again in another meet when she has a 2-hand touch, but takes the heat. Second place, 00.96. That was Nora Jorgensen in lane number 4. Coming up next, heat number 2 of the 50-yard breaststroke. Lane 2, Hudson Gilbert. Lane 3, Chrysander Luris. Lane 4, Dylan Workman. Lane 5, Stone Stringham. And in lane 6, Graham Knight. They are off and going. Lane number 3, Dylan Workman, out to a quick lead. In lane number 3, Chrysander Luris with a big lead here. Luris coming underneath the flag. It's gonna go Time of 48.43. These kids are all swimming with a no time, so these are all best times, every single one of them. Sometimes you just got to show up and swim. Graham Knight goes 102.84. Big sister Poppy there to give him her 5. Aquatics, the family world that we live in. And heat number 3, lane 2, Macy Marks. Lane 3, Jesse Jordan. Lane 4, Ruby Fallis. Lane 5, Peyton Oaks. Lane 6, Leilani Miyamoto, excuse me. They are off. 5 swimmers on this one. 2 lengths of the pool breaststroke. Good lane number 3. That's Ruby Fallis. And in lane number 4, in lane number 4, that's Ruby Fallis. Out in the lead there. Taking the win with a time of 46.89. Again, all of these athletes still in no time land. So they're checking that box for the 50-yard breaststroke. These younger age groups. Heat 4 of 12 of our 50-yard breast coming up. Heat in lane 2, Addison Sandberg. Lane 3, Lydia Height. Lane 4, Lola Ellinger. Lane 5, Riley Criddle. And in lane 6, Lucy Wecker. Coming off the wall and underneath the flags. In lane number 4, Riley Criddle here in heat number 4. And then there's going to be a duel here for second place in heat 4. Lanes 2 and 5 going after it here. That's Addison and Riley. Looks like it's going to be lane number 5. Riley Criddle taking second place after Lola. Good swim there. Coming up next, heat number 5. In lane 1, Ash Ballinger. Lane 2, Oliver Northway. Lane 3, Max Robertson. Lane 4, Jackson Taylor. Lane 5, Porter Emery. Lane 6, Mason Bayless. They're off and into the water. Great underwater from lane number 5. Porter Emery goes on a Navy SEAL expedition, comes back up in first place. Cruises into the wall. Nice clean turn. Porter Emery coming through in lane number 4. Jackson Taylor on his tail, and then third place, a duel between Max Robertson and Oliver Northway. 44.27 for Porter. 49.73 and 0.87 in second and third place for Jackson and Max on that one. All right, coming up next, heat number 6. Sophia Simpson in lane 1. Thomas Thorman 2. Ellie Porath in 3, Henry Astle in 4, Benjamin Jacobson in 5, and Brody Christensen in lane number 6. Quick start here in lane number 6. Brody Christensen. That's lane 6 at the time of 45.53. Guys, he only just dropped 16 seconds in his 50-yard breaststroke. We'll take that. How about that? Heat number 7. Coming up, lane 1, Ava McFall. Lane 2, Lucas Wu. Lane 3, Drake Merrill. Lane 4, Maxwell Wright. Lane 5, Ian Wright. Lane 6, Lily Kate Jones. Lily Kate Jones. Out to a quick lead here.
Thanks for this. Sean, I go home and I analyze the footage.
And the commentary, because I made you sound like a hero on that last one.
Perfect.
Comes through lane number 4. That's Maxwell Wright. A time of 43.77. Good job, Max. Coming up next, heat number 8. Lane 1. TJ Beeman, Astle, Oscar. Astle of the Oscar type. Lane 2, Marley's Wolfswashel in 3, Emmett Stapley in 4, Ellie Sear in 5, Ethan Tao in lane 6. Out to a quick one, Oscar Astle goes for it. Coming on the outside here, Ethan Tao doesn't want Oscar to get two out in front. Ethan comes up. Oscar Astle gonna go, time of 43.17. Huge drop, 7 seconds. He's moving up in the world, you guys. Great swim there, coming in second place in lane number 4, Emmett Stapley. Time of 51.32 for Emmett. Ethan Tao goes second, 49.99. Great swim. Coming up next, heat number 9, in lane 1, Noah Layton. Lane 2, Abigail Johnson. Lane 3, Amy Wardle. Lane 4, Charlotte Sear. Lane 5, Yuma Bajabajab. And lane 6, Beatrice Stoltz. In lane 3, Emmy, and in lane 5, Yuma. Going stroke for stroke in the lead here. Coming into the wall for the two-hand touch. Heading back to the east. Emmy comes through halfway with a half a length body lead here. Underneath the flags for Emmy. She's going to take the dub on this one. Emily, she gets extra treats tonight, 44.63 for winning the heat. Number 9. Heat number 9. And a 3-second time drop. Well done. Up next, heat number 10. In lane 1, Chloe Cedarholm. Lane 2, Quinn Hansen. Lane 3, Pi Jones. Lane 4, Nell Kowalczyk. Lane 5, Eiston Hansen. Lane 6, Henrik Roswasser. Right down the middle of the pools. Lane 3 and 4, Pi Jones, Nell Kowalczyk going after it here. Pi hits the wall first, comes up off the flags. In lane number 3, Pi Jones hits it and goes a time of 43.62. All right, back underway here. Heat number 11. Kent Stapley in 1, Jaden Liu in 2. Sophia Sherry in 3, Audrey Kim in 4, Indy Merrill in 5, and Benjamin Tousley in 6. Coming in here on the outside, that's going to be Benjamin Tousley from Surf. Coming in here for heat number 11. He goes 38.95. Coming up next, heat number 12, Saji Clark in 1, Robs Barton in 2, Sadie McDonald in 3, Kaya Lawson in 4, Gabe Jones in 5, and Pia Dosenblatt in 6. This is our final heat of the 50-yard breaststroke. Lanes 2 and 5, that's Robs Barton and Gabe Jones. No surprise there. Robs coming through with a half a body length lead with 12 meters to go. And that one's going to go to Robs. Time of 31.16. Coming up next. Back to the other side of the pool. We're going to go 10 and under, 25-yard backstroke. In lane 2, Gwen Lamborn. Lane 3, Winston Chase. Lane 4, Ian Wright. All right, these three littles are on their way. We've got 3 heats of the 25-yard backstroke. Lane number 3, Ian Wright coming in. Gloria, thanks for the comment about loving the live stream. We love doing it too. And yes, Ben, we do need commentary at all the swim meets, all of them. So anybody who can help with that, we'll obviously be at all the Olympus meets, but always looking for more events. We're actually picking up Game on Live Studio, picking up some college events and various other things. We've been doing a lot of mountain biking, high school mountain biking, cyclocross on the weekends. So any event that wants to highlight their athletes, man, we're all in for you. Coming up next, heat number 2, Henry Astle in lane 1, TJ Beeman in 2, Reed Wecker in 3, Henry Atzet in 4, Nash Rado in 5, and Samuel Atzet in 6. They are off for the second heat of the 25 and under backstroke. Lane 5 there, going a time of 25.53. Nash Rado, 9-year-old from Olympus, taking the dub on heat number 2 of the 25-yard back. Up next, the third heat of the 25-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Macy Marks. Lane 2, Jack Frank. Lane 2, Leilani Miyamoto. Lane 4, Addison Eldridge. Lane 5, Sam Jensen. And lane 6, Eliza Dudley. Lane number 3, Leilani Miyamoto comes through underneath those flags. Finish. And in that's Leilani in lane 3 and Sam Jensen in lane 5. Taking 19.79 for Leilani. Gets underneath that 20-second barrier. Up next, we have event number 7. The 100-yard breaststroke. We have 14 heats of the 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 2 of heat 1, Ava Cedarholm. Lane 2, Stone Stringham. Lane 3, Noah Layton. And in lane 5, Beatrice Stoltz. Four lengths of the pool breaststroke for these little bodies. 6, 8, 9, and 9 years old. That's pretty cool. In lane number 4, Noah Layton coming through from Murray. Really nice, pretty stroke there. There's a future in aquatics for him, for sure. Takes the intermediate time of 46.63. Coming through in lane number 5, Beatrice Stoltz goes 49.95. Noah in lane 4 here in heat number 7, or event number 7. Heat number 1 comes underneath the flags. No time, so the best time goes 140.08. Good swim there by Noah. Coming in here second in lane number 5 is Beatrice Stoltz. Ava Cedarholm coming underneath the flags in lane number 2. Stone Stringham right behind her. Comes in and rounds out heat number 1 of the 100-yard breaststroke. Up next, heat 2. Thomas Thorne in lane 1. Emmett Stapley in 2. Kent Stapley in 3. Oliver Northway in 4. Bradley Stringham in 5. and Mason Bayless in lane number 6. Full heat coming through lane number 3, Kent Stapley. Kent and their brother, 2 of our dual sport athletes at Olympus, swimming and playing water polo. Kent Stapley putting his stamp down on this one. Kent Stapley still going forward here in lane 3. In lane at number 5, that's Bradley Stringham. This song kind of sounds a little bit too close to Christmas music. What do you think? May not fly at the Stringham home. No Christmas music until Mom puts her pie fork down at Thanksgiving. All right, Kent Stapley hits in first place in lane 3, coming in second in lane number 5. Bradley Stringham goes 142.95. Heat number 3 coming up in the 100-yard breaststroke. Chloe Whitehead in 1, Sophia Simpson in 2, Ruth Snow in 3, Ellie Porth in 4, Charlotte Williamson in 5, and Peyton Oakes in lane number 6. Quick start from lane 1. Nice job, Chloe, getting out there. Off the wall, off the start. Great underwater and flying here. Chloe still getting after it. Coming in lane number 5 in second place right at the moment is Charlotte Williamson from Hayes. We might be off a heat here. That might be Annie Kitt in lane 1. It is heat number 3. They went too far. I was right. That's good. Okay. Chloe Whitehead comes in first place. Ellie Porth. Charlotte Williamson from Hayes comes in second in lane number 5. Coming in next, looks like underneath the flags here in lane number 2, Sophia Simpson. And lane 4, Ellie Porth coming in after that. Coming up next, heat number 4. Lane 2, Annie Kitt. Lane 3, Sophia DuPont. Lane 4, Penny Pope. Lane 5, Zoe Galbraith. And in lane 6, Ruby Fallis. Up and at 'em quickly here in lane number 3. That's Sophia DuPont. Sophie DuPont. Comes underneath the flags for the first 50. Going to come into the intermediate split here. Leading the way. Time of 44.05. It's going to be lane 4. Coming in right after that. That's Penny Pope. Coming off in 3rd place in lane number 6, Ruby Fallis. That's going to be lane number 3 with a time of 1:33.33. That's satisfying. Goes to Sophie DuPont. Soft touch. Lane 6 in lane 4. We'll wait for that soft touch to adjust. 148.81 in lane 6 for 2nd place, but that athlete must have already gotten out. All right, coming up, heat number 5. Addison Sandberg in 2, Brecken Frank in 3, Annika Simonson in 4, Nell Kowalczyk in 5, and Jessie Jordan in 6. Annika Simonson in lane number 4. Putting a body length lead here into the first 50, coming underneath the flags and intermediate turn. Annika goes 43.58 in the opening 50. My goodness. We are close to the warm-up lane, and sometimes that means we're in the splash zone. Annika Simonson comes through at 134.64. My glasses are bespeckled. All right, coming up next here, heat number 5. Addison Sandberg in lane 2, Brecken Frank in 3, nope, that was the last heat. Coming up, heat number 6. Coleman Evans in 2, Jake Comby in 3, Emmy Wardle in 4, Blake Bates in 5, Lucy Wecker in lane number 6. Lane number 2 coming into that first turn, Coleman Evans with a no time. Sorry, I had a little dip in the internet there. We should be back though. Get working our way through heat number 6. Just getting Lucy Wecker into the finish, into the wall here. Coming up, heat number 7 in lane 1, Drake Merrill, lane 2, Ava McFall, lane 3, Holden Warren, lane 4, Max Robertson, lane 5, Indy Neild, and in lane 6, Abigail Johnson. They're off, ready to go. Looks like we have 4 of the 6 on the start here. No swimmers in 2 or 5. It's coming down in unison here in lanes 3 and 6. That's Holden Warren and Abigail Johnson of Haste and Surf, respectively. Holden Warren makes great progress here as he progresses into the third 25 of this 100-yard breaststroke. Still holding strong in second, Abigail Johnson from Layton Surfers, I should say. Then right behind him in third place in lane number 4 is Max Robertson. And number 1 in lane 1, Drake Merrill, bringing it in here, but shout out to Holden Warren. He's gonna have a great time. He's already checking out the scoreboard, trying to see where he's going. It goes 138, 139.08. Holden dropping 14 seconds on his 100-yard. Breaststroke coming up next, heat number 8. Coming through here in lane number 5, Sophia Sherry. And I just killed the jam. Sorry about that. Here we go, we're back. Coming through in lane number 5, Sophia Sherry. In heat number 8. Lane number 5 coming through here. Underneath the flag, Sophia Sherry gonna take this one. And here come my 2 favorite twins, the Charlotte and Ellie Sear crew. Always swimming with the big kids. Digging and get it in there. Coming up next, heat number 9 in lane 1. Easton Hansen, lane 2, Lucia Jeffries, lane 3, Penelope Knight, lane 4, Jaden Liu, lane 5, Saji Clark, lane 6, Audrey Kim. Poppy popping off in lane 3, Penelope Knight. Flying through this second 50 here of the 100-yard breaststroke. Poppy coming in, hitting the wall at a time of 1:24.54. Penelope Knight wins that heat. Heat number 10 of the 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Joshua Parnevia. Lane 2, Tyler Sink. Lane 3, Fia Dozenbet. Lane 4, Maxwell Wright. Lane 5, Benjamin Tousley. And in lane 6, Tavian Ulabari. All right, as heat number 10 gets underway here. In lane number 1, Joshua Barnabia getting after it. Joshua coming through into the third length, hits the wall, heads home. Taking second place here will be lane number 5, Benjamin Toasley from Layton. And then a dive for the finish. Looks like it's going to be lane number 2 at third place with a time of 1:35.58. That's Tyler Sink. Coming up next, heat number 11. Austin McGee in lane 1, Madeline Stoltz in 2, Bridger Davies in 3, Davis Chase in 4, Max Nish in 5, Preston Tang in 6. Lane number 3, Richard Davies. Preston Tang on the outside in lane 6. Bridger found a cap. Swam his last event without his Murray cap. Got those flowing locks under control. Preston Tang coming up on the outside here in this third length. Got ourselves a good little race here. Davis Chase in the middle has come up and made some progress. Davis, Preston, Bridger, 3 different clubs. Preston Tang coming on up on the outside here. And from the inside, Davis Chase makes up for it, hits it. Looks good there, Davis from Team Haste. Goes 119.05 with a 2-second improvement there. Heat number 12 in lane 1, Xander Berg. Lane 2, Alec Pang. Lane 3, Gemma Dozenbet. Lane 4, Amelia Connor. Lane 5, Alexandra Lund. And in lane 6, Leah Merrill. Heat 12 in the water and going. Turnover starting to turn it up. Lane number 4, Amelia Connor getting after it. Explodes on that third 25. Up out of the water. No give up there. She's looking good. Amelia slicing right down the middle of the pool, being chased by Alec Pang in lane 2. Time of 1:15.58. Amelia Connor takes heat number 12. 2 more heats of the 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Kaya Lawson. Lane 2, Miles Moran. Lane 3, Jace Fambro. Lane 4, Lane Liu. Lane 5, Isaac Wardle. And in lane 6, Lorraine Moran. Lane number 3, Jace Fambro from Surf. Up and at him here. Looking good on that 100-yard breaststroke. Being chased in lane number 5, Isaac Wardle. We know there's no give up in that Wardle clan. They're going to get through here. He's going to hit the wall going after Fambro. Wardle coming up on the outside, a second behind going into that third intermediate turn. Gets up, will likely double up on his recovery. Up and over the top of the water. Getting close. Fambro's gonna take first, but not be far. Isaac Wardle goes 1:10.05. Just a half a second behind there. Great swim by both those young athletes. Up next, heat number 14. Lane 1, Sam Carlson. Lane 2, Nico Morton. Lane 3, Alex Turney. Lane 4, Bridger Sink. Lane 5, Will Jones. And in lane 6, Justin Chamberlain. No swim from Alex and Bridger. They both swam this afternoon in the 100 breaststroke in a duel at the high school meet. Both of those athletes going well under a minute. It's their quest to go take the top podium again here at state in the high school state. This time we're going to watch Nico and Will duel here. As they come in front of the booth, they're going stroke for stroke right in front of me. Nico and Will hit that wall simultaneously. It's going to come down to this. The last 25. Nico with maybe a hand length advantage coming underneath the flags. It's going to be Nico with 102.85, 103.31 for Will. Up next, event number 8, the mixed 10 and under 25-yard butterfly. There are 3 heats of the 25-yard butterfly, and they're the 3 cutest heats of all night. Up next, Benji Tonga in 2, Ian Wright in 3, Sam Jensen in 4. Sam Jensen. Digging and getting in there. Good job, Sam. Goes 21.22. Coming up next, heat number 2 of the short stuffs. Lane 2, Peyton Oaks. Lane 3, Samuel Atzett. Lane 4, Reed Wecker. And in lane 5, Gwen Lamburn. Lane number 5, Gwen Lamburn. That's lane number 5, Gwen Lamburn from Haste. Getting in there, a little 7-year-old. Coming up next, heat number 3 in lane 1, Henry Atzett. Lane 2, TJ Beeman. Lane 3, Jack Frank. Lane 4, Addison Eldridge. Lane 5, Macy Marks. Lane 6, Eliza Dudley. Lane 3, Jack Frank from OA, taking the 25-yard butterfly. Coming up next is event number 9, the 200-yard backstroke. We have 4 heats of the 200-yard backstroke. And then we're on to our last event of the evening, which will be the 500-yard free. Looks like we have 5 heats of the 500. We'll see if we fill all of those. In lane 3, Porter Emery. Lane 4, Lucas Wu. Lane 5, Chrysander Luris. And in lane 6, Annie Kidd. Oh, we got lane 1 filling in here. Chase Davis coming off his breaststroke. Eight lengths of the pool backstroke. We've got 4 heats. Good thing he got in. Davis Chase with the early lead here in the 200-yard back. Davis Chase coming at the halfway mark with 1:17.18 on the intermediate split. In lane number 3, Porter Emery comes in at 1:22.98. Davis Chase hits the wall. 1:57.72 with a 50 to go. These athletes all are on a no time, so they'll be getting their personal best for the season here. Davis Chase underneath the flags, coming in and going 2:36.24. Lane number 3, Porter Emery comes in at a time of 2:46.75. Coming up next, looking for those flags, was Lucas Wu coming here in lane 4. Time just under 3 minutes, 2:59.32. 3:04.6 for lane 5. That's Chrysander Luris and Annie Kitt. Finishing up the heat here with the time of 3:18.64. Up next, heat number 2 of the 200-yard back. In lane 1, Bradley Stringham. Lane 2, Max Niche. Lane 3, Brody Christensen. Lane 4, Kent Stapley. Lane 5, Austin McGee. And in lane 6, Yuma. Badamjav. Max Niche out to a quick lead here in the first 25 of the 200-yard backstroke. Don't count out Austin McGee, though. Just tracking him down there from lane 5. Story's staying the same here. Max and Austin. Austin just maybe, let's see what as they come up here in front of the booth. Half a length behind, half a body length behind. Ooh, a good push there. Literally closed that half a length gap in 2 seconds. Under the flags, Austin McGee should have this at the turn. Indeed does by 0.4 of a second. Austin has extended that lead to about half a body length. Both these athletes coming underneath the flags here. With a 50 to go. Oh, he thought he's done. He stopped. He's got 150 to go. Dang it. Max Niche thought he was done at the 150. Gave up a position. Officials urging him to continue. He's off. That leaves it to Austin McGee to bring it home here for heat number 2. Up next, heat number 3 of the 200-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Lily Kate Jones. 2, Benjamin Tousley. 3, Jace Fambro. Lane 4, Justin Tao. Lane 5, Ethan Tao. Lane 6, Chloe Cedarholm. Tao brothers going after each here. Benjamin Tousley from Surf. Nope, scratch that. That is Jace Fambro from Surf out to a quick lead. Coming in here in lane number 3, that's Ben Tousley from Surf, heading out onto his last 50, swimming away from it on this one. Oh my goodness, I did that again. That's Jace Fambro, I'm sorry. Second meet of the day. Eyes are starting to get a little weary. Here comes Jace. Let's get it right this time. Jace Fambro coming in at a time of 228.36. Not too far behind there. In lane at number 4, Justin Tao. Justin goes 239.69. It's the best time by 2 seconds. Heat number 4. In the fourth and final heat of the 200-yard backstroke. Lorraine Moran in lane 1, Campbell Keller in 2. She'll scratch after swimming in the Olympus Titans meet earlier. Gabe Jones 3, Leah Merrill in 4, Sadie McDonald 5, and Kenna McDonald in lane 6. Looks like a scratch in lane 4 and a scratch in lane 6. So we've got Lorraine, Gabe, and Sadie here in this final heat of the 200-yard back. Gabe Jones laying it down, swimming away with it on this one. Goes the 100 intermediate split at 00.52. Lane 5 coming in here. That's Sadie McDonald, 107. And in lane number 1, Lorraine Moran go 111.27. Gabe, 132.45. On to his last 50 of the 200-yard backstroke. Great swim, 2:02.66 for Gabe, 2:16.71 for Sadie, and Lorraine comes in at 2:22.70. All right, we're on to our final event of the evening. Event number 10, 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Alexandra Lund. Lane 2, Nico Morton. Lane 3, Evan Van Brocklin. Lane 4, Will Jones. And lane 5, Scratch. And in lane 6, Dalton Ribikind. Off and at it, Van Brocklin and Jones. Evan entered at a 4:34. Shout out to Evan, announcing earlier this week his intent to sign and swim with the University of Utah. Pac-12 Go Utes. Next year, this is a senior season. Will Jones trying to stay on his toes, keep it close. Will's time entered at 4:43, so both these athletes can lay it down. Evan putting some burners on here. Coming in 2:12.53. It's halfway. Well on track here to hold on and go under 4:30. We'll see if he can hang on for that. Sean Western setting high school record. This wouldn't count for a high school record, but I believe it's 4:35.25. Maybe 4:32, trying to read the sign. Evan coming in here at 3:08 at the 350. So with 150 yards to go, I do not see any slowdown in Evan, ever. Coming into the 400. He is digging for this one. I think he wants to get a time, lay it down as the fastest in the state, and not swim it again until senior state until February. 3:36.82 at the 400 mark. Will Jones coming in at the 400, 3:45.54. So Evan definitely has a chance to go under 4:30 here. Bell lap for Evan at the 450 is a 4:04.97. So he's got 25 seconds with some pennies there on the end to get it under 4:30, which should be just another training day for Evan. Went in 4:25.6. Not bad. It's going to come in at 4:32.30. That is a 2.5 second improvement. Great job, Evan. Coach Thorham liked it, gave him a big A, and that's with no taper in the middle of the season. Will Jones going 4:46.01. That time is good for the Olympus high school record. Unfortunately, it won't go up on the board. This is not a high school meet, but that's a state record held by Sean Western since 2012 that he'll look on his put on his board to try to put his name up there and etch it into the granite here at Olympus High School. It's a great race, kids. If you want to see how to do it, watch that one. Well done there for Will Jones as well. Man, 4:46. And then in lane number 2 in third place, Nico Morton goes 4:54. Again, you know, just swimming multiple swimmers under 5 minutes, commonplace. Great coaching and execution and work here by our senior athletes. Up next, heat number 2, Bridger Davies in lane 1, Eisen Mendez in 2, Campbell Keller in 3, Elaine Liu in 4, Preston Tang in 5, and Gemma Dosenbet in lane number 6. Lane 4 coming over first there. That's Elaine Liu. Elaine Liu holding her position there, 141 at the 150 mark. Lane Liu coming through there at the 400 at 4:42.98. Got a great time going here. She has 75 to go. Bell lap for Elaine. Coming in here at 450, 518.42. Elaine's gonna come in, take the win in heat number 2 with a time of 5:52.95. Nice job, Elaine. Crew coming in, Preston Tang not too far behind there, going 5:56.94. Relatively well packed in here. Ian Mendez from Surf and Bridger Davies finishing up as well. In lanes 1 and 2, great job. All right, last 3 heats. In lane 1, Indy Merrill. Lane 2, Pi Jones. Lane 3, Oscar Astle. Lane 4, Davis Chase. Lane 5, Justin Tao. And in lane 6, Abby Tonga. Lanes 3 and 5, Davis Chase. Oscar Astle and Justin Tao. On stroke for stroke here. Coming into their 450, 200. Oscar Astle pulling out a little bit over Justin Tao. Oscar Astle coming into the 350 here, out 4:26.05. Great race, 12-year-old. Looking to go under 6:33. Justin Tao looking to go under 7:13. Thanks to those of you hanging in on there with us for these last couple races. Oscar Astle on the bell lap. Has a single 50 to go. Oscar turning on the jets, looking super strong here. Gonna go well under 6:33. .12. Nice job. 18-second drop there for Oscar. Coming in next, looks like it's gonna be Justin Tao here in lane 5. Justin going 6:31.77. Wow, 45-second drop for Justin. That's another great swim. Here comes Davis Chase. Goes 6:46.85. Davis drops 16 seconds. Great job. Man. Chase Davis, 10 years old. Holy smokes. Going 6:46. All right, 2 to go, you guys. All right, our 4th heat of the evening. In lane 1, Maritonga. Lane 2, Hudson Gilbert. Lane 3, Penny Pope. Lane 4, Patrick Devirikian. Lane 5, Holden Warren. And then lane 6, Max Niche. Max Niche leading the way on this one, coming through on his 500. On his 500, he's going to go on his halfway split, the 250 here. Going to come in at around, let's go 3:23. Second place is going to be in lane number 1. That's Maritonga. Third place coming through in lane 5, Holden Warren. Max Niche coming in here on his 400 split. Just 4 lengths to go for Max. Sitting at 5:33. Bell lap for Max. Mari Tonga coming in here. 1 lap to go for Mari in lane number 1. Max turning on the jets here. Coming home on his last 25. Looks like he's gonna get under the 7 minutes. Go 6:54.67. It's a great way to start the season for his 500. We've got some red squares floating up and down here. Ready to transition into their final length. In lane number, Mari Tonga comes in at 7:28.50. They're in lane number 5. We've got Holden Warren waiting for the soft touch time to recalculate. We are on to the last heat of the day. About a 50 to go here for our swimmer in lane 2, Hudson Gilbert. Here we go. Heat number 5 of the 500 in lane 2, Christian Delgadillo. Lane 3, Ken Stapley. Lane 4, Andrew Deverkian. And a special guest in lane number 1, Bridger Sink. Bridger off to an explosive start in lane 1. I think it's safe to say Bridger's going to take the heat, but in the 12 and under race, we've got in lane number 4, Andrew from Murray, pulling away from Kent from Olympus, Christian from goes on to his bell lap at 4:25.42. In that 12 and under race, they're coming into the 350. Bridger looking strong, coming under the flags here. Bridger will go. 4:54.23. Again, back to that comment of how many swimmers can you have swimming under 5 minutes for 500. Great job. These 12 and unders not doing too shabby either. Coming in here to the, they're gonna, on the next start end, they'll be at 400, so 100 to go. 100 to go. Almost 75 here. Coming into his 400 in lane number 2. That's Christian from Murray. Bell lap coming here for lane number 4. Andrew and Kent. Kent turning it on, wants to get it. Kent staring him down while Andrew in lane number 3. Kent Stapley getting cheered on by his crew there. Comes off the last 25, turning on the jets. Kent Stapley swimming away from him now. Andrew's realized that he just got worked coming back here. Kent still watching. Love to see the racing there. Kent Stapley going 7:01.83. Andrew from Murray going 7:03.77. And on to the last 50 here for our athlete Christian in lane number 2. Let me just say, my name's Sean Stringer with Game On Live Studio. Thanks for joining us tonight, or if you're watching this afterwards, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Game On Live Studio. We'll be here for all the Olympus meets. We'll be back next weekend for the Olympus East meet on Thursday, and then Friday we've got the Olympus Turkey meet. So we'll be here for Friday and Saturday that following weekend. We've also got some great college water polo games coming up, some cyclocross, some cycling, various other things. If your events need streaming, Game On Live Studio is the place for you. All right. That should be a wrap. My name's Sean Stringham. We're going to call it. Andrew's still going as part of his warm down because he hit that 500. We'll see you next week. Signing